For sure, every day we're growing and we're taking more and more, of his persona on. I think like you said, his confidence, shines through, and it's something that, if you want to be about it, you got to talk about it, you got to believe it. So, Coach Mason's a great dude, and he's the face of our program, and we're gonna move forward with him.
Who has the best shoe game on the team?
Like just regular shoes?
Shoes, period, man.
That's hard. Who has a lot of shoes? Key's up there. Keyshawn has a lot of shoes. I used to have a lot of shoes. I got rid of all mine, but I don't know. That's hard, man. We got a lot of dudes that are kind of shoe heads, sneaker heads. So, and I don't want to leave anybody out.
So, could you just tell us a little story about Coach and his tucking in the shirt policy?
Who you get that from? Oh yeah, man. Okay, so I don't want to paint myself in a bad light, but if there was like a fine, count of who would get fined the most, I definitely have the most fines for not tucking my shirt in. It's just something I don't pay attention to, and it's something that I'm going to because it's important to pay attention to the details. But I think for me, a story. Probably during catching press, like warming up. I never had my shirt tucked in during warm-ups and just getting ready for practice. You come around and you got to catch him on days. You kind of know when Coach Mason's gonna be stiff about certain stuff. So I see him and just tuck it in real quick and keep going. And then when he walks away, I'm like, okay, I'm loose and free again.
You talking about your jersey or just like?
No, like undershirts. Jerseys don't have to get tucked in, but like undershirts, like some dudes, I wear a long sleeve under my shoulder pads. That's got to go in the pants, man. And it's like, Coach, you're killing me, Coach. But like I said, it's his show, and we got to play by the rules.
What do you think about opening against Georgia? They might be like a top 3 team in the preseason.
I mean, I'm excited. I think what more can you ask for? As far as having an opportunity to open up and do big things right out of the gate.
Kalija, I think Coach was talking about you've taken an interest in women's shelters. Is that right?
Women's shelters. So as far as that goes, I think a big thing that the people around the country don't pay attention to enough is mental health, especially women's mental health, because you talk a lot of things that guys talk about, with big platforms. You got breast cancer, you got sexual awareness and harassment, and then at the same time, I think mental health is a big thing, and I think there's a stigma in this in the world that women are supposed to be a certain type of way and can't, and are supposed to be strong, but at the same time you got to take care of your women, man. Nobody on this earth has not come from a woman, so they're the utmost priority in my eyes.
How much of a pleasure was it to meet Brenda Tracy then this summer?
Oh, it was awesome, and hearing her story and having her share that with us was amazing. Really eye-opening, and she's a wonderful person, and we're looking forward to doing, to representing her and her brand, in our games.
What's the big 3? How long has that been around?
Oh, not long. That's something that they created recently, and it's cool, I guess.
You say they, like Vanderbilt marketing?
Yeah, somebody created it. It wasn't us, Somebody tagged us with that, and we've been rolling with it because it's pretty cool. But that's for the media.
Keyshawn kind of said the big 3 is like the Warriors in 2017.
Oh,
He's
said
like
that.
KD.
He said that. No, do not do that.
Yeah. Can you just kind of talk about like his impact on your team in the last couple of years?
Oh yeah, no. Since the day Keyshawn stepped in, everybody's had eyes on him. We kind of knew that he was a freshman, Big Ten, he was Big Ten freshman player of the year. So that he's a baller when he comes in, and that he's coming here because he thinks he can do big things. So it's just about when he finally was able to step onto the field after that down year, it's like, okay, let's roll. And and since the day he stepped into our program, he's made us better.
Do you remember, did DeAndre Baker match up with you against Georgia last
year?
Yeah. Did you get some the freshmen also? Do you remember who else?
I don't know his name, but I played against everybody. Okay. I played against DeAndre 2 years, I think.
Okay. What about, do you know Tyson Campbell, Eric Stokes? They might go up against you this time around. Georgia's DBs, corners.
I would assume they're pretty good guys. I mean, I've heard the names. I wouldn't be able to really speak on them. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it.
You've been a part of some Vandy teams that got off to good starts this season, and this year you've got Georgia and LSU in 2 of the first 3 weeks. Can you talk about what's gonna take you guys get to a good start?
It's going to take us, just being about ourselves and staying composed, and ultimately just having the mindset that at the beginning of the game we can compete with these guys. Like you said, 2 years I think we've gone 3-0 to begin with, and then 1 year beating number 18 ranked Kansas State. So we know we can do it. It's just about consistently doing it.
Kalija, what do you guys do for camp? Do you move into a dorm? How do y'all handle that?
Yeah, so we'll be in dorms. We stay, we had 2 housing options. Well, 3 really, because some guys stay off campus, but we had 2 housing options for the summer, and then during I think a week into camp, we move into our dorms for the fall. So we'll be pretty locked in by the time season comes.
The same dorm that you'll stay in all fall, or do y'all just move into a special place for that camp period?
we used to move into a special dorm for camp, but now they allow us to move into our fall housing. So just so we can get locked in, get settled, and get comfortable, for the season.
Does anybody sleep at the facility? Some places I know guys do.
Sometimes you got to catch sleep whenever you can, man. And they did away with 2-a-days, but 2-a-days used to be rough. You just try to catch a 15-minute nap here, a 10-minute nap there, but they take care of us around the facilities. We got blow-up matches and stuff for guys who just want to crash for a second.
So the team provides those. It's not like guys have to bring their own.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the reaction like when Keyshawn announced that he was coming back?
My personal reaction?
Yeah, your personal reaction.
I was like, oh yeah, like that's crazy. Like yeah, we up. Like it's gonna be big, man. Excitement. I think was the best word to describe it.
He said the Big Three, that nickname you guys had like a couple years ago, and it's based on the Warriors.
No, we did not have that nickname a couple years ago.
It just started this year?
That started recently, I think, with us coming back. Somebody dubbed that. I don't know who created it, but I heard it and I didn't turn it down because it's pretty cool, of course. But there's Big Threes in the NBA and stuff like that. So kind of, I guess, piggybacking off of that. But I say if it's a Big Three, you go off any Big Three, whether it's the Heat Big Three or the Warriors Big Three. Keyshawn's the main guy. He's a superstar. So he's LeBron, he's Steph, whatever you want. Well, KD, I guess. I'm coming in. I'm supporting her.
You guys at LSU this year, the first time in a while the programs played each other. I mean, what's your thoughts on that matchup?
For me, I'm a New Orleans guy, so I'm excited. There's some guys on that team that that I've played against in high school. I think a big opportunity is a lot of guys that I went to high school with go to LSU, so I know a lot of fanfare is going to be around it, and I know they're going to come to play.